Was Malaysian flight MH370 downed because of a terrorist attack? Will this aircraft be found this year? What country is the aircraft Malaysian flight MH370? What country is it closest to? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Costas here from Gold Rush Paranormal. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is a session that I had conducted for Malaysian flight MH370. This was a flight that vanished almost 8 years ago without a trace. There were 239 people on board, and I was trying to reach any souls that may know anything about what exactly happened or where the wreckage can be found. And after reviewing the session, I was stunned as far as how much information was given to me by Spirit. Because of the amount of direct and validating responses that I received in this session, I feel compelled to do a part 2 in the near future. Now, if this is your first time here and you are interested in anything paranormal, instrumental transcommunication, spirit communication, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I release the next video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is an attempt to see if I can make contact with any souls from the Malaysian flight MH370 or even their pilots. I am currently using the PSB-7. I've got it connected to my portal and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make contact. Okay, is there anybody here with me right now? Who is here? If you can hear... If you can hear me, can you say my name? Okay, are there any souls here that can help me with getting information on the Malaysian flight MH370 that is missing? Is it possible I can reach any souls that know anything about this flight? Okay, are there any here with me right now? Okay, I'm trying a different algorithm here right now. See if this helps at all. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, you said my name. Thank you. Who is this that's speaking? Are there any souls that know anything about flight MH370 that's been missing for almost 8 years now? 239 on board. is this method working or should I go to a different method? Okay, I currently have it on an AM radio station that's just political talk, and I'm gonna see if I can work with that here. Is there anybody here with me right now? Do you like this method? No? You seem to come in pretty clear though. Is it okay if I use this? Okay. If there is a soul here that can speak to me, or any souls that can speak to me about the Malaysian flight MH370 that's been missing for almost 8 years, does anybody know anything about this incident? Okay. Tapping noise right there. What is your name? If you can hear me, can you say my name, please? I heard a yes. You're Costas. Just like that. Wow. Okay, thank you so much. Who just spoke? Can you tell me, do you know anything about Malaysian flight MH370 that's been missing? You know, if you don't know, if you can somehow attract any energies that may know something about this, it's very important for us to find out what happened to this flight. So any information would be very helpful. One thing I would like to know is, was this a terrorist attack? Was Malaysian flight MH370 downed because of a terrorist attack? Some people believe that perhaps the captain or maybe even the co-pilot were involved in the downing of this aircraft. The captain's name was Zachary Ahmad Shah, and the co-pilot Farik Abdul Hamid. Are any of them willing to come forward and speak? Will this aircraft be found this year? While reviewing this audio, I got the chills because I did not hear it in real time, and this response is indicating that potentially this was a passenger that decided to come through and speak to me. Let's continue. A British aerospace engineer and physicist by the name of Richard Godfrey, and he believes he knows the whereabouts of Malaysian flight MH370. Is he on the right track? Should investigators take his claims seriously? Can you tell us, did all 239 people that were on board this flight, have they perished? Is this helpful for you to communicate? Yeah? Do you like this setting that I have? The voice sounds very familiar to me. Can you tell us what country is the aircraft Malaysian flight MH370? What country is it closest to? This was a very clear and direct response from Spirit to my question. The flight plan of MH370 was set for a departure from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia to its planned destination, Beijing Capital International Airport. Even though it does not look like a path this flight would take, India is just west of Malaysia. Is it possible that while radio contact was lost, that the plane headed due west and landed somewhere in the southern Indian Ocean, or perhaps southern India as this Spirit is claiming? Let's continue. Do you have any coordinates, anything that you can pass along to us? I know it may be difficult for you to get those coordinates to me, but if you can try, is there anything that you can pass along to us that would be helpful for investigators? Is it possible to speak to the pilot, Zachary Ahmad Shah? Is he by any chance here right now? Are there any souls that were on this flight that are willing to come forward and speak? Assuming there is any souls here that were on that flight, can you tell us what happened? Do you believe this was a terrorist attack? Were the pilots or any of the pilots involved? There's also reports that there were two, I believe they were Iranians, that were using different passports. One was an Austrian passport and the other one was an Italian passport. Were they somehow involved in the downing of this aircraft? Is there anything that you'd like to share with me at this moment about Malaysian flight MH370? If there's anything else you'd like to say at this moment, please do so now. Okay, and I did hear a big tap right now. Thank you for communicating with me. It's really important that we try to get to the bottom of this incident. It's been almost 8 years now. There are many families, hundreds of families that want to find out what happened to their family members. Do you have any messages for them? If there's anything else you'd like to say, please do so now. Okay. Thank you too. I heard a thank you there and then something else, and I believe I heard my name there at the end. All right. God bless you, and goodbye for now.